When I graduated from Christopher Newport, I decided that I didn't want to get any more student debt. So I took a full-time job as a security manager with Macy's. And I became a security. I started out as a security detective, just basically a security guard. And then I became a security manager within the first year. And I did that full time and I went to UB at night. UB had a great evening program, so it worked out perfectly for me. There was just something about the program. I mean, I remember with Dr. Cheatwood invited me to do research with them. So that got me really interested in research. Dr. Sinise, I mean, I remember he just taught me methods and it was really great because, I remember I was having a trouble with the course and he just happened to be up there on a Saturday. And he said, "Hey, if you need some help, I'm here." And I went up there on a Saturday, as I recall, and he was there, and we talked about we had to do a research project, and they were just accessible and really dedicated professors. Dr. Fishbein, she encouraged me to take classes, to take her class on psychobiocriminology, which at the time was like, I'd never heard of anything like this. And it was just a fascinating class. So we had great discussions. And she was actually the leading person in this area. I had a class with Dr. Ann Sultan at the time. She was obviously she's an African American professor who had a JD and a PhD. I mean, I was like, I was just like, wow, And it was interesting because in her class, she taught a theory class, which is super tough. She included minority scholars in there. It's something I never really, thought about or heard about that. Blacks had really early on talked about these issues. You just kind of presume from your training over the years that, that was not the case. It was just, basically whites theorizing and things. So that was very interesting. Like I said, Dr. Fishbein's class was just, it's just, mind blowing in some ways, that these things were so important, but it just makes sense, right? So each of the professors had something that they brought to the table that was like really important and unique. So you got so many different vantage points of the field.